7 reasons you should be eating canned mackerel every week. And why you are probably not. What if I told you that one of the most nutritionally powerful foods on the planet costs less than $2, requires zero cooking, and most people walk right past it every single time they go to the grocery store? It is not a trendy superfood with a complicated name. It does not come in a fancy package with a celebrity endorsement. It sits quietly on the canned fish shelf, mostly ignored, while people spend 20 times more money on supplements that cannot come close to matching what it delivers. Canned mackerel. And today I am going to show you 7 reasons why this humble can deserves a permanent spot in your weekly diet. By the time this video is over, I promise you are going to look at that canned fish aisle completely differently. Let us go. Benefit number 1. One of the highest omega-3 concentrations of any food. Let us start with the number that stops people in their tracks when they first see it. A single 100-gram serving of canned mackerel provides around 2,500 milligrams of omega-3 fatty acids, specifically EPA and DHA. To put that in perspective, a typical omega-3 supplement capsule contains between 300 and 500 milligrams. You are getting 5 to 8 times as much from one serving of canned mackerel as you would from a single capsule. And the form matters enormously. The omega-3 in mackerel comes pre-formed as EPA and DHA, the exact forms your body needs and can use immediately. Plant-based omega-3 sources like flaxseed require conversion steps that the body performs with limited efficiency. Mackerel skips all of that. What do EPA and DHA actually do? EPA is one of the most potent natural anti-inflammatory compounds known to science. It directly inhibits the inflammatory pathways behind heart disease, joint pain, and dozens of chronic conditions. DHA is the primary structural fat of your brain and retina. Without adequate DHA, your neurons cannot communicate efficiently and your vision suffers over time. 1 can of mackerel per week puts you ahead of the vast majority of people when it comes to omega-3 intake. 2 to 3 servings and you are genuinely in a different league. Benefit number 2. Complete protein that builds and repairs everything. A 100-gram serving of canned mackerel delivers around 20 grams of complete protein with all 9 essential amino acids your body cannot produce on its own. But what makes mackerel protein especially valuable is the amino acid profile. It is particularly rich in leucine, the amino acid that acts as the molecular trigger for muscle protein synthesis. Without enough leucine in a meal, your body cannot fully activate the process of building and repairing muscle tissue even if you consumed plenty of protein from other sources. This makes canned mackerel especially valuable for anyone who exercises regularly, for older adults fighting muscle loss, and for anyone who wants to feel genuinely satiated after a meal without overeating. And because the protein in mackerel comes paired with healthy fat, digestion is slower and more gradual. That means the amino acids are released into your bloodstream steadily over time rather than all at once, which your muscles can use far more efficiently for repair and growth. Benefit number 3. Vitamin D. When most people are running low, here is a statistic that should genuinely alarm you. Approximately 42% of the adult population in the United States is deficient in vitamin D. In countries with less sunlight, that number goes even higher. Vitamin D deficiency is not just about bones. Low vitamin D is linked to weakened immune function, increased risk of depression, higher rates of cardiovascular disease, reduced muscle strength, and slower cognitive function. It affects almost every system in your body. And canned mackerel is one of the few foods that provides vitamin D in meaningful amounts. A single serving can deliver between 250 and 350 international units, roughly 40 to 60% of the daily recommended intake depending on the specific product. What makes this especially valuable is that vitamin D is fat-soluble, meaning it requires fat to be properly absorbed. Mackerel provides the vitamin D and the fat in the same package, which means your body can absorb it with remarkable efficiency compared to a vitamin D supplement taken without food. If you live in a northern climate, work indoors, or rarely spend time in direct sunlight, adding canned mackerel to your weekly routine is one of the most practical ways to address what is probably the most widespread nutritional deficiency in the modern world. Benefit number 4. Selenium for your thyroid and immune system. Selenium is one of those nutrients that rarely gets the attention it deserves, and yet it is essential for two systems that significantly affect how you feel every single day. Canned mackerel is a genuinely excellent source of selenium, providing close to 50 micrograms per serving, which covers roughly 90% of your daily requirement in one meal. For your thyroid, selenium is not optional. It is the mineral your thyroid uses to convert its hormone from the inactive form T4 into the active form T3 that your body can actually use. Without adequate selenium, that conversion becomes inefficient, and you can experience symptoms of poor thyroid function such as persistent fatigue, difficulty losing weight, brain fog, and feeling cold all the time, even when your thyroid hormone levels appear normal on basic blood tests. For your immune system, selenium is a cofactor for enzymes that protect your cells from oxidative damage and that coordinate the immune response when your body encounters a threat. People with adequate selenium levels consistently show better immune responses to infections compared to those who are deficient. And unlike many selenium supplements which can accumulate to toxic levels if overdosed, getting selenium from food like mackerel comes naturally buffered within a complete nutritional matrix that makes overconsumption extremely unlikely. Benefit number 5. Heart protection that works on multiple levels. When it comes to cardiovascular protection, canned mackerel does not just check one box. It checks several simultaneously. The EPA and DHA we already discussed reduce triglycerides in the blood, one of the most directly linked markers to heart disease risk. Multiple clinical trials have shown reductions of 20 to 30% in triglyceride levels with consistent omega-3 intake at the amounts provided by 2 to 3 servings of mackerel per week. These same fatty acids help maintain the flexibility of arterial walls. As we age, arteries tend to stiffen, which forces the heart to work harder with every single beat. Omega-3 from fish has been shown to slow that process of arterial stiffening, reducing the workload on the heart over time. Mackerel also contains coenzyme Q10, a compound that is essential for energy production inside heart muscle cells. The heart is the most metabolically demanding muscle in your body, beating over 100,000 times every day without rest. CoQ10 helps keep those cells functioning efficiently, and its levels decline naturally with age. And the potassium in canned mackerel helps regulate blood pressure by counterbalancing the effects of sodium in the body, supporting the kidneys in eliminating excess salt through urine. 4 mechanisms working simultaneously from a single affordable food. That is genuinely impressive. Benefit number 6. Brain and mental health support. The connection between what you eat and how your brain performs is one of the most exciting areas of nutrition research right now, and mackerel sits at the center of it. DHA makes up approximately 30% of the fat in the gray matter of your brain. It is not just present there. It is structural. It is what allows neurons to maintain the fluid, flexible membranes they need to communicate efficiently. When DHA is inadequate, those membranes become stiffer, signals travel more slowly, and cognitive function suffers. But the mental health connection goes even deeper. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in Translational Psychiatry analyzed over 26 studies and found that regular consumption of omega-3 fatty acids from marine sources was associated with significantly lower rates of depression. The proposed mechanism involves omega-3s reducing neuroinflammation, which is increasingly recognized as a key driver of depressive symptoms. Mackerel is also rich in vitamin B12, providing over 300% of the daily recommended intake per serving. B12 is essential for producing myelin, the protective sheath around your nerve fibers that allows electrical signals to travel quickly and accurately. Low B12 is directly associated with slower cognitive processing, memory problems, and mood disturbances, and it is one of the most common deficiencies in adults over 50. One can of mackerel gives you DHA for brain structure, omega-3 for neuroinflammation control, and B12 for nerve function. That is a comprehensive brain support package in a single meal. Benefit number 7, affordable, convenient, and low in mercury, and we arrive at the 7th benefit, which might actually be the most practical of all. Canned mackerel costs a fraction of what most people pay for omega-3 supplements. A can that delivers more EPA and DHA than several days' worth of supplement capsules typically costs between $1 and $2. That is not a typo. Beyond cost, the convenience factor is real. No cooking required. No preparation. You open the can and the meal is ready. For people with busy schedules or limited time to prepare nutritious food, that accessibility removes one of the most common barriers to eating well consistently. And here is the mercury concern addressed directly, because I know you are thinking about it. Mackerel is a medium-sized fish with a relatively short lifespan, which means it accumulates significantly less mercury than large long-lived predatory fish like tuna, swordfish, and shark. The important distinction: Atlantic mackerel and Pacific mackerel are low in mercury and safe for regular consumption. King mackerel, which is a different and larger species, does have higher mercury levels and should be limited. Most canned mackerel sold in supermarkets is Atlantic or Pacific. Check the label and you can confirm in seconds. With low mercury risk, exceptional nutritional density, minimal cost, and zero preparation time, canned mackerel removes almost every excuse for not eating well. 7 benefits. 1 affordable can. Omega-3 in concentrations that outperform most supplements. Complete protein with a muscle-building amino acid profile. Vitamin D for immunity and mood. Selenium for thyroid and immune function. Multiple layers of cardiovascular protection. Brain and mental health support from DHA and B12. And all of that at a cost and convenience level that makes it genuinely sustainable as a weekly habit. The only thing standing between you and these benefits is walking past the canned fish aisle less often. Start with 2 cans this week. Try it on toast with avocado, mix it into a salad, or eat it straight from the can with a squeeze of lemon. Find what works for you and build from there. If this video changed how you see the canned fish aisle, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, click the like button if you want more content like this every week. See you in the next one.